Hi, my name is Sean McGuire, and I'm the founder of New Vision Counseling and Consulting. How we help you with marriage counseling varies drastically depending on what you need. If you come by yourself because your spouse is unwilling, it's going to look different than if both of you come together to the first session. You may have just a few issues over communication, or you may have adultery, or maybe there's huge financial issues or issues from your past of trauma and abuse that we need to dive in. You may be here for a year or more depending on what you need, because we don't have a one-size-fits-all. We have a size that fits you. We use biblical principles married to cutting-edge counseling techniques to join you in your story. We don't just let you sit in the couch and struggle. We actually jump into the story with you. And when we do that, we get to know the story of how you became the person you are today. We go into your past. We go into if there was abuse, if there was things that were taught to you that we want to rewire and create new belief systems and new ways of seeing the world. We get to know your spouse and what makes them tick and what areas they're operating out of that are causing you pain and them pain, and maybe even your kids pain. And then we create strategies to help begin unwinding and understanding what we can do to move forward in this process of healing your mind, your body, your spirit, and your relationships, and then creating opportunities for the future. I am so passionate about helping you with your marriage and doing marriage counseling because we believe that God created marriage to be beautiful. And when we look around in our culture, all we see is destruction. Kids being raised in divorced homes. And you, in your story, you may have divorce as part of that too. And so we believe in marriage, and we believe in this ideal that God created. And whether you've been married before or whether this is your first time, we want to help you create the best marriage that God has for your life. Rob and Sherry came to my office, and I asked, "Are you committed? Do you want this marriage?" And they didn't know. They went back and forth, and they were him-hawing. I said, "Raise your hand if your spouse is in this room." They both raised their hand. I said, "Raise your hand if you're married to the person named Rob. Raise your hand if you're married to Sherry." I said, "Raise your hand if it's your fault, your marriage is terrible." And then slowly they raised their hand. Beginning with that, they started to discover that it's their responsibility, but it's also their opportunity to make their marriage amazing. What I didn't know when I saw them was that right after our couples counseling, they were going to see a lawyer to divorce. This person transformed their lives. He went on to start a business that's a multi-million-dollar business. She went on to start a ministry that helps countless women and families and ministries by what happened in our office that day. And they're doing beautifully because of the work they did, and they believed that there was hope and there was healing. No matter where you're at today, don't wait on anybody to change. Start the process by contacting us. There is so much available if you make the first move. And the bar is so low. All you have to do is call or email us. Go to the contact now and find out how we can help you by setting your first appointment today.